Now let's look at acetylene. Acetylene is a high energy compound consisting of carbon and hydrogen, and acetylene is different compared to other gases because it is a combustible gas which may decompose. That means that it will fall apart into its atoms, carbon and hydrogen, releasing large amounts of energy. And there is no oxygen needed as in other combustions. Accidents during the years have proven that it is impossible to store acetylene under pressure in larger hollow spaces. One measure to prevent this was to fill the cylinders with a porous mass. Now, here you see is a cylinder, and this acetylene cylinder is not empty. It's filled with a porous mass, and when I say porous, I really am speaking about pores, because there are cavities, very, very small cavities, millions of them. So if I now would compress this porous mass, I would just get something like this. So there are these pores, and also there's another feature which has been invented. To get more of the gas inside, we dissolve the acetylene in acetone. How easily acetylene is dissolved in acetone can be shown by a little experiment. At first we are filling a glass flask with acetylene gas and then dipping down the opening into a beaker filled with acetone. Now, at first, a little slowly but faster and faster, the acetone is climbing up into the glass flask, dissolving the acetylene, eventually filling all of the glass bulb. You can see it here. Now we are emptying the flask again. And now I can ask you, is this still the same acetone as it was before? No, it's not. This acetone contains acetylene gas. And this means also that when I have such a cylinder and it's empty, it is not empty, because you still have the solvent in here very evenly distributed. There is the gas dissolved, so everybody should remember that an empty acetylene cylinder is not to be considered empty. When we ignite this acetylene gas full pressure, we get a roaring flame. And notice, already after such short time, the end of the tube is sufficiently hot to ignite the gas over and over again. That's an important matter we will return to shortly. Also here, we would like to shut off the gas supply, but the flame is very hot. And in order to get close to the valve to do that, we kill the flame with a powder extinguisher. And now, of course, we have to rush to close the valve. In open air, there's no problem, but indoors, there is more to it. You will have to use your judgment, because if you allow unignited gas to escape, you may cause a room explosion. Acetylene reignites very easily. Here I'm heating a piece of iron, and now the thermometer shows not more than 350 degrees. I'm now pointing acetylene against this piece of iron which I have heated. You cannot see the temperature, but still the acetylene will ignite.